Okay, you done?
Yeah.
Alright. So what are you making this week? Oh, come on. Starts with T. Tourtiere. Emily, you're making tourtiere. But you're making the pastry for it. We're making it from the Hobby Horse Cookbook and Dairy. Right here.
That's right.
Yeah? See, Cookbook and Dairy. Tourtiere. Okay, there's your flour. Put your flour. You ever made pastry before, Emily? Okay, put your flour there.
I don't even know what tourtiere is.
No, just leave it in the bowl. No, leave it in the bowl. Do a good 3-pinch finger of the salt. Salt, Emily. Sprinkle in. You got little fingers, so do too. Oh. Okay, here's your butter. Because you want your butter to be nice and cold. So start dropping in your butter. No, drop in a whole bunch of it. Like about half of it. You gotta work quick, Emily, before that butter starts to get warm.
I'm going to stop.
Dump it all in. But make sure it's kind of broken up. Just using the bottom of your fingers, don't get it on your palms. You want to start breaking it up into pea-sized pieces, okay? But don't use your whole hand. Oops, don't use your whole hand, all right? Okay, how's it going so far?
Good.
You getting pea-sized pieces?
Yeah.
Are your hands facing up?
Yeah.
No, they're not. You should be pushing it through like this, Emily, like that. Keeping it off the palms of your hands. Do you know why? You're doing pretty good, actually, because you don't want to melt the butter. If you keep the butter cold, and when you're doing this, now your pastry is going to be flaky, okay? So you got lots of pea-sized pieces in there? Are they pea-sized enough?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay, there's some water straight out of the freezer. Pour in just enough. Pour in maybe a third of that. You just want to pour in just a bit of that. Like maybe a third. A little bit more. A little bit more. Stop! And then start mixing it around. Work a little bit quicker, alright? You want to bind it together. Tell me if it's binding together or not. Is it binding? Emily, is it binding?
Yeah.
Is it coming together? Okay, pour it up, or just gently put it onto your cutting board, so it doesn't go everywhere. Okay, now start bringing it together. Okay, I'm just a dash more water, all right? I'll start bringing it together. Okay, I think you're good to go. Get it into like a round ball. Don't knead it too much because it'll make it tough. Now cut that round ball in half in 2 equal pieces. Stop, Emily. Put that into like 2 round balls. Here.
It's not a ball, it's a pancake.
Well, that's what I want. I want it like a disc. Just flatten yours out a little bit and then wrap them in saran wrap. Exchange the apron.
What?
How do you lengthen this thing? There we go. Alright. Remember how I showed you?
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that.
You should do the flip.
Yeah, I forgot to do the flip.
Okay, You never made tourtiere before?
Nope.
Okay. Tourtiere from my pork there before. God. So this recipe is from the.
Does that scare you?
Yeah. So it's from the Hobby Horse Arms cookbook and dairy. From 1994. But it says dairy, huh?
Diary.
Not diary, dairy.
You said it's supposed to be diary.
Oh, it's supposed to be diary, yeah. So this is an odd recipe. I'm sure a lot of people that make tourtiere before have been going, that's not how you do it. This is how we did it at the Hobby Horse. So the recipe here calls for a pound of ground pork. I think this is like 500 grams. Close enough for me. So you put that in your pan. Onions and garlic into your pan. It's pretty easy, this recipe. Salt into your pan. Cloves. Do you know if you put a clove in your sock, like between your sock and your bare foot, and then like, put your shoes on, then walk around all day, by the end of the day, you'll be able to taste the clove in your mouth?
I want to try it.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
I don't know if it works with, what's this stuff called? Ground cloves?
Probably not.
Just a little bit of cloves in there. Not much. Celery salt. Good pinch in there. Water. Do that. Break it all up. Pepper. So we're just going to let this come to the boil, and then let it boil until the pork's cooked. Pause it if you want. Right here. So now it's basically all cooked down. You see all the fat and stuff that's come out of it?
Yeah.
Just taste it.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Are these breadcrumbs?
Yep. See these breadcrumbs on? I took panko and Italian breadcrumbs and mixed them together.
Wow.
So I didn't think I had enough. I thought they might burst into flames. I don't know. Mixing the two together.
Why?
Italian and panko mixed together.
What's panko?
Panko, they're the some people call them Japanese breadcrumbs.
Ah.
They have a bigger surface. They're good for deep frying and stuff like that. If you're deep frying, what's that, celery salt? If you're coating, you know, like chicken fingers. Remember we made our chicken fingers from the Dungeons and Dragons book?
Yeah.
With the chips that were in there? Dragon's fingers or something they were called?
Yeah.
Panko.
They were human fingers.
Oh, that's what they were? Anyway, so there, now it's all cooked down. See all the liquid? Some of that's water, a lot of that's fat too, right? So I think traditionally with tourtiere, you would take diced potatoes and put them in there to soak up all the liquid and all the fat. But at the Hobby Horse we used breadcrumbs.
Oh.
So we'll sprinkle those in. You just have to kind of eyeball it in, you know. So we'll let this stand for 10 minutes. Put another little pinch in there. So let's let this stand for 10 minutes. Yeah?
Yes.
decoration on top there, Em? All right. Into the oven.
Don't drop it.
Squash in the oven, Em.
Why?
We're gonna eat it. Right, crikey, I think it's done, Em. This rag is wet and this pan's hot. Ay, 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 ay. There we go. All right, it's in the oven. No, the pie. There's our finished tourtiere, Em. A little decoration on there. I don't want to cut into it. Hungry?
Yeah.
I don't have a pie with me. Oh, look at that whole pipe. Excuse me, Em. I'll just use this one. You little paparazzi. You never had spaghetti squash, Em?
No.
Oh.
I think I have maybe once.
Well, here's some spaghetti squash. This, what do I call it? Spaghetti squash? Spaghetti squash with Dave Strawn's famous maple syrup. God. Doesn't get more Canadian than squash and maple syrup and tourtiere, huh? Look at that.
Fancy. Fancy.
Do you know in a restaurant, the taller your food is, the more expensive it is.
Why?
That's what they serve.
Where?
Fancy restaurants. So fancy restaurants, they make the food really tall, so they charge you more. Weird, eh?
I don't get it.
You don't get it?
No. Is it hard to make stuff tall?
I don't know. I think they charge by height. Look at that. That's a
I don't
beautiful
get it.
looking tortilla.
That's pie. It is pie. So. Makes sense.
You're getting a little casual with the filming here, Em. Which one do you want?
Oh, this one.
Oh, meaner.